The Bodleian Library have been collecting books for over 400 years, and at various stages over those 400 years, their libraries have got bigger throughout Oxford. This building was built in the 1930s by Sir Giles Gilbert Scott. When it was originally built, it was criticised for sitting on the fence of using modern building techniques and structure, but obviously classical motifs, whereas in Europe modernism was flourishing. But we obviously started this project and grew to appreciate its finer points. It's a very clever building, this building, in concealing a significant mass and storing a large number of books in a central city site, opposite obviously some grade 1 star buildings with Nicholas Hawksmoor and Christopher Wren across the road.
And our philosophy really was that to work with the existing architecture, not to be afraid of altering it where we felt it needed to be altered. And in a way, the most obvious alteration is the external one, is this sort of turning that Broad Street frontage into an arcade, which has the effect of lightening the building, but also opens it up. There was a kind of very strange plinth there before, and the windows were set quite high and blanked out. So it was a building that sort of said, there's no need for any of you to come in here. And now it's absolutely the opposite of that.
So you get that real, that nice sort of idea where you're getting a glimpse behind closed doors, which is very Oxford. You know, when you walk around Oxford, all the colleges have small doors which lead into these beautiful green quadrangles, and you always feel as if you're allowed to step in a little bit, but you're always nervous of exploring any further. So that plays on that sort of theme a little bit. But this building, in some ways, the public access is the opposite of that. We are absolutely really encouraging everyone to enter this building, so that there's much greater access to these collections.
And then the other thing I quite enjoy about the space, you probably saw that there are a couple of bridges in it. Actually, we often have bridges, but that open access collection, which is like a raised cloister around that space, is a sort of absolute key to your understanding of what that building's for. When you walk in, you can see, as they say, the brains of Oxford on show. People walking, collecting their reference books and going back to the reading rooms. Yet on top of it, you're standing above the collections. You're standing on the knowledge, in a sense. There's all these floors of storage beneath you. So it's a kind of exciting space, and you do feel in a way that you're at the heart of things.